today I'm gonna talk with you about the singer Michelle Williams. Michelle is a part of the group Destiny's Child, and later on she became a successful solo artist in the gospel world, and she did one pop album. Michelle grew up in Rockford, Illinois with her 3 siblings. In Destiny's Child she was known as the church girl because she was covered a lot, she brought the gospel soul to the group, and she was more the quiet one, more laid back, not talking a lot, the girl with the chill vibe. During her teenage years she was singing in choirs a lot, she was singing in gospel groups, and that helped her to become a backup singer for the R&B star moniker. In 1999 Destiny's Child dropped their sophomore album The Writings on the Walls. That album helped them to establish the sound for the group and to be known worldwide. The album had hits after hits and was amazing. They was on the way to become the biggest thing in music, but behind the scenes the girls was not getting along with each other, so it came to the point where Latavia and Latoya left the group. Or to be very specific on this point, they were kicked out from the management. So Kelly and Beyonce were looking for 2 new members, and they found them in Farrah Franklin and Michelle Williams. And as we all know, Farrah left the group several months later and they became the successful trio. After they released their hit album Survivor, they started to work on the solo material. Michelle wanted to record a gospel inspirational album, so in 2002 she released the first solo album, Heart to Yours, with the title song Heard a Word. Till this day her debut album is the most successful album that she released. It sold over 500 copies worldwide.
You promised me you love me. You said that you would bless me. You said to me that on your shoulder I could cry, and if I did you try and hold me. Now I'm so glad that you know the hurt away. Yes, you did. So glad said you never break your promises. You know you got me singing la 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 la. Whoa, 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 sing la 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 la. You took my heart, wore me up inside like a summer day. So glad said you never break your promises. Whoa, saying girl you're gonna be mine. Yeah.
Charted on number 57 in the Billboard charts. After the second split of Destiny's Child, Michelle released her second album Do You Know in 2004. She released 2 songs for the album, My Love Is You and Do You Know. The album charted on number 120 on the Billboard charts and sold over 7,200 units. After promoting the album and being part of different Broadway shows, Michelle decided to try a new musical direction. At that time the industry moved more to electro pop direction, and she tried to do the same thing. The first song from her forthcoming album was We Break the Dawn, an electro pop dance record which was really different to her previous stuff, but it helped her to get her first number 1 hit on the US dance mix show Airplay chart.
Good and ready, we step outside till the sunrise. Wait up.
She released her third album Unexpected in 2008, charted on the US Billboard charts 200 at number 42 and sold more than over 35,000 units. That was the last album with Columbia and the last album under the management of Matthew Knowles. After that, she started to do more Broadways. She became a spokesperson for different communities and organizations. She appeared on different TV shows, hosted some stuff. In 2014, she announced that she signed a new record deal with Light Records and she's recording an inspirational album. She released some singles for the album: If We Had Your Eyes, Fire, Believe in Me, and the biggest song with Kelly and Beyonce, When Jesus Say Yes, Nobody Can Say No. She released her last album, Journey of Freedom, in 2040. It charted on number 29 on the Billboard 200 charts and was her highest charting album on the Billboard 200 charts. After that, she hosted some shows. She had a reality show with her ex-fiancé Chad Johnson. She revealed that she had depression since her teenage years until becoming a young woman. She became a best-selling author and wrote a book about her depression experience. She created her own The Vase line, became a spokesperson, and she appeared on the show The Mask. On the show, she revealed that she's uncomfortable when it comes to singing and to performing, and she's unsure if she ever wants to sing again or record another album because the people outside criticize her all the time when she performs, for example with Destiny's Child on Coachella or Super Bowl, and she was always the underdog and people never respect her when it comes to her performing and her craft. But I can understand her because people throwing shade a lot to Michelle. For some reasons, people try to downplay her talent all the time. But here's what I think. Michelle is a really talented girl. She has a raspy, soulful voice that brought something special to the table. As a kid, I never realized she came new to the group because she was doing the same steps, she was singing the same note, and at the same time she was looking good. Michelle don't have too much personality, she don't have ego, she's a team player and she's perfect for a group. And she had a good heart. That's the reason why it worked. Without Michelle, there would be no Survivor album, there would be no Destiny's Fulfilled album, Super Bowl or Coachella performance. She has something that makes the group unique. That's the reason why they're still friends till this day. I think the biggest problem with Michelle was they never found the right direction, the musical direction for her. I think she should do something between gospel, neo-soul, R&B and jazz music. Every time I think of Michelle, I think of Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill, that type of lane. Someone who sings about life, who sings about the reality of life, about love, about God, with a strong established sound. I listen to all of her albums and her album sounds okay, but there's so much more to talk about. There's so much more to do with her voice because she has such an amazing voice. In 2018, she released a song with the name Fearless, and it sounds like a typical Michelle song, like the type of song that you would expect from Michelle, you know what I mean? Michelle is a beast. Vocally, she is a beast, and I think a lot of people don't realize that. And I think she did not even show us half of the things that she can do, but I think there's a wall and she's not ready to break this wall. And for the people who don't understand me, I don't talk about she has to take off her clothes to be on the top or to sing about bitchy stuff. Again, she had so much life experience. She did a lot in her life. She experienced a lot in her life, and it's time to sing about that. It's time to open up. For example, she did one interview where she was talking about a relationship she had in the past, and she was with this guy who was a loser. She was going through her things, and the man was driving her crazy. She was like, we was not good for each other because I was down, he was down. Those are the things she can talk about in her songs, or the type of relationship she has with God, moments where she question him, because people can relate to the stuff. If you're playing all the time safe, you are not open up, people will not connect with your music. That's the problem with a lot of musicians. Even about depression, we have a lot of people who are going through depression. Those type of songs can change their lives. The moment the musician becomes vulnerable, makes the song great. For example, Kelly Rowland's Dirty Laundry. People love the song because she told us a story. For example, if you listen to Mary J. Blige, or if you listen to Lauryn Hill, The Miseducation, they're open up, they're telling you true stories. And that's the type of team that Michelle needs. Team of writers, team of producers who understand that and can take her to that direction. I realized that when I saw Michelle on The Mask. Even the judges was impressed by her voice. I was like, wow, Michelle can sing her face off. Like, I knew that before, but I mean, you forget it because the songs that they are giving her are always the most of the solo songs are sounding the same and are a little bit boring. And again, we don't have a chance to know who the real Michelle is. That's the problem. That's the reason why people always say, oh, Kelly and Michelle are the background singers. The different songs she sang on The Mask showed that she can sing different genres of music, like pop, she can sing rock, she can sing jazz. And I think she should try to figure different sounds out to make her own sound. She always says that she don't want to do music anymore. It would be so sad if she don't try to do music again and to find her own sound. At some points I can understand her because people are so rude and sometimes so disrespectful to her that she don't want to do it anymore or to read or see it. I believe she's a great talent and some people love her music, but for me personally, I think I don't think that she is the problem. I think the people behind the scenes, like the producers and the songwriters, they can give her much better songs and create great albums with her. Like Watch Mary Mary, they always create great albums. CeCe Winans always create great albums, or the Clock Sisters. Every time the Clock Sisters come back, you know, okay, that will be a masterpiece. I don't want her to quit music because I think she has so much to offer and I think she don't arrive where she should be, because I think there's so much more room for her to go and to show the people who she really is. I hope you liked the video, and yes, you can leave me a thumb up, subscribe my channel. Don't forget to subscribe my channel to get all the videos that I'm uploading here. There's more to come, stay tuned. So don't forget to subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye.